but you need to switch mine on.
OmniaBeats.com.
We are back. Okay, last question regarding to uni. How did you find becoming independent?
I loved it.
I loved it. I loved it. And I feel like coming from an African home, like I feel like African parents are amazing, but sometimes they don't promote independence that much.
Sometimes? Or
all
every
the time. All the time.
Okay.
No. What do you mean by they don't promote independence?
They don't promote independence because they're like, oh, you can only leave the house when you get married.
Yeah.
Why?
Do they?
So,
Do you get what I mean? They're always like, oh, you can't leave the house until you're married. But then
I mean, some are more lenient, but
yeah, but then
But
then
that-
you complain when you get to a certain age. You're like, oh, you're
where's
being,
your husband?
yeah,
All of a sudden,
you've
don't
been to
date,
my house.
don't date, but
don't
get
date,
married.
get married.
Yeah.
Who am I marrying? The Holy Spirit.
Am I marrying the walls in this
What
house?
are you marrying?
You know.
Oh, don't have a boyfriend. Don't do this. Don't do
But
that.
I feel like
it's good. It's good. It's good because I feel like African people, we grow with the sense of a better sense of respect for
Towards our partners or
in
what?
general.
In general.
I feel like African people, black people, are more respectful
Hey,
in general.
Huh?
Come for me
No,
if you
no,
want, but
no.
that's what
That's
I
not
feel
true.
like.
That's not true.
I feel like
It's
our
fear.
generation.
It's fear. Fear is not respect. You know
I
that?
don't know
Fear
if
is
that
not
still
respect.
stands with our generation because a lot of black people move mad.
yeah.
The thing is, yeah,
Now it's
you
true.
see,
Maybe like back
we're
in
more
the day.
fearful. Fear is not respect.
Yeah.
We're more fearful because our parents put fear in us.
Yeah.
That's not respect.
I am scared.
No.
Okay.
It's not like they put fear in you. You're scared.
joking,
You're
Dad.
scared.
Put down the belt.
my mouth because
Because, like, if I stayed home, I wouldn't be. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Makeup by Helly, and today I've got another episode of Spilling the Tea, and I'm still with
Happiness. Lisa.
and
Trey.
so what are we discussing? I've got a few points, so let's start with this generation, like our generation, compared to the older generation and what they think about us. Trey, you're gonna start this one. But what do you think the
I
older
think-
generation thinks about
I think
us?
the older generation think we are lazy. I think they think we've had everything easy.
Mhm,
So it's like we don't want to work hard for anything.
mhm,
Thinking, oh, for their time they had to do things differently. They had to struggle, and we have everything literally.
mhm.
When we just want them, but personally, I don't think it's true. You know, because for you to be able to say we are lazy, you can't, like, based on what criteria. Because for you to, maybe if they were in our shoes, every generation has the difficulties that comes with it, right? Because I think they were happier than we are.
Are you sure?
I personally think they were happier than we are. Because now we have social media, we can get information just quickly, you know, and I don't know. I personally think they think we are lazy, and you know, they should get our point of view as well, and they should be in our shoes sometimes to sort of like see that we actually not lazy.
Mhm. I never tried.
Very hard.
Very.
It's hard.
I feel like some people are lazy though.
Well, yes.
I feel
that
like-
is every generation.
Yeah.
Everyone is lazy.
But I feel like because, for example, we haven't like struggled to like
The same
get
level.
here to the at the same level, so maybe we take a few things for granted.
Mhm.
But I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, it's the whole generation. But I feel like we all have things that we take for granted and they don't quite understand why we would take it for granted because they probably didn't have them things when they were younger or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like people don't work as hard.
No.
Why do you think so?
I feel like
I feel like
manual labor is
everyone-
completely different.
I feel
Yeah.
like everyone just wants the easy life.
True.
Like,
Our generation now,
yeah,
isn't it?
nobody wants
That's
to
true.
like
Struggle.
struggle and like go to school and learn or like, you know what I mean, like
Everyone wants to
proper
be a millionaire quick.
thrive. Yeah, everybody wants that fast track, quick
Yeah.
money, easy money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not to shade anybody or anything, but like, you know, Instagram models, all of that, YouTubers. I'm not shading anybody. I'm not shading anyone. Like, I know people do it for passion, but people also just get into it because it's a way to get money easy.
Yeah.
Just sitting down and
It's not really that easy.
But even exactly.
It looks easy, but it's not. I thought it was
I feel like
until I started.
no, it is because you decide when you want to video, when you don't want to video. Like you're kind of your own boss. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so there's a thing where because you're editing and you have to find time in the video, but it's like you chose this profession, so it's kind of like yeah, you gotta make time, you gotta edit, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much it, isn't it? And like promote yourself so that you get views compared to other
Yeah.
like work.
I feel
it's
like
it's much more easygoing.
yeah.
It's not as
It's an easier
it can
lifestyle.
be demanding,
Yeah, but it's an easier
but
lifestyle.
if you don't want it to be demanding, it won't be. If you do a post every 2 months, you're gonna be chilling. You know what I mean? But you won't have
but-
many views.
Exactly, and it won't be a
So,
business then.
It won't be a business.
Exactly.
But in a way, I feel like everyone just wants easy life.
I mean, who doesn't like easy life?
I mean, it's nice, but then I feel like people should also aspire to be more than just, oh, I want to be a model, I want to be a rapper, I want to be, because who's gonna be the president? Is it every
Not
day
all
that
of us are born to be presidents,
but
though.
I'm saying, is it every day that we're gonna look into like government or like parliament, and then you see mostly just white people. The white people too, they like enjoyment too, but them too, they're also doing the doctor, lawyer, barrister, judge.
Yeah.
They're also doing them big, you know what I mean, like them hard kind of jobs. They're not just all doing model, rapper, singer, dancer. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like we need to progress ourselves. It's hard, but at the end of the day, we say, oh, we don't get opportunities, and the white people are taking opportunities, and they are but then again, are we trying to?
Are you trying, people?
Are we trying to? You know. So that's my piece.
They said that a word is enough for the wise, isn't it? So she said it.
I think it's just, I don't know if it's young generation or old generation. Sometimes it's just the person you meet. Like, some people in the older generation don't think that the younger generation have it easy, like they understand and they get it. And some people in the young generation, do you know what I mean? I think it just depends on the person. But I do feel like more in the black community, the older generation doesn't rate us at all. Like, you aunties, we see you.
We know you.
We know you. We know you don't rate us.
We know where you live.
Like, you don't rate us at all. We get it. Like,
Why though? Like, why would they? Like, why do you think they do that?
I don't know.
I think it's more of like they think we have no goals. Do you get it? They think most of the time, you know, they have goals for us, and whenever we don't fulfill their goals for them, it's like, yeah, you should have been this. When
You should have been a doctor.
exactly, you should
Or
have
an
been that, you should have
engineer.
been that. You get it? And when you like, I want something for myself.
No, not mechanic. They don't like mechanics.
So whether you're a doctor, a judge, or
Lawyer.
Not engineer. Yeah, three. These three things.
No, they've added nurse to it.
Even
they like
pilot.
nurse.
They like pilots, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they like pilots.
Yeah. I mean, how can you tell your child to go and be a pilot when they're scared of heights? Like, fathers and
doesn't
mothers.
work.
Come on. Come on.
It doesn't work.
But African parents and aunties out there, not every black kid needs to be a doctor.
Not
Some of
everyone.
us, school is not for us, okay? The brain does not
It didn't-
function to that
When it was
level,
developing,
okay?
It didn't go quite
It's
there.
not at that level. So stop forcing us to be doctors. We can't do it. There's no point me applying and only doing 1 year and then dropping out. Leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
I feel like parents should try and let kids find themselves
Yeah.
You
and come
black
and just say,
parents.
"Oh, mom, this is what I want to do." Or dad, my parents, this is what I want
Yeah,
to
but I
do.
feel like sometimes for kids they're very like it's some of them don't know what they want to do. But
So-
that doesn't mean
but
decide
at the
for them. It
same
means
time-
like
Guide
take
them.
guide them and take them
Yeah,
through
you
the
know
what I
options.
mean?
Oh,
Like-
you could be this, you could be
And
that. you could
find
be
out what is it
Give
that
them
they like to
options.
do.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't even get options.
You
They just
don't.
say,
This is
they
what I
miss,
want.
they miss their dream, right? They miss their dream. So for that matter, it's like inheritance.
You have,
Since
to,
I missed
you
my
have
dream,
to do it
You
for
have
me.
to. Yes.
Do you know
You
what I
get
mean?
it?
You have
So
to take
most
it.
of these children going uni doing engineering, lawyer, most of them actually don't want to be.
They don't want to do
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and they might not have the brain for it, but
Yeah.
they're forcing themselves because that's what has been instilled in them. Like
Yeah.
you have to do
Forced onto
this,
them.
you have to do this, you have to do this.
And that's why you have a
It's
lot
not
of
fair.
suicides in the
Exactly.
universities because
Oh, a
the
lot.
the child is not happy, and the thing is they're thinking of making their like disappointing their parents, and some
they
children
can't do it.
can't actually decide for themselves. Like, you know what?
Mhm.
Fuck all this, I'm done. And then boom.
They're
You know?
gone, they're gone, sorry.
Go do biology if that's what you like.
Biology, you think it's easy?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it could be anything.
Exactly. As far as they're passionate and
Yeah,
it's
that's
your
what I'm
dream,
saying. Yeah.
you get it. It's, as far as it's not your parents' dream.
Exactly, because
Right.
at the
Do
end of
what
the
you
day,
want.
if you finish uni and you get your job
And
as
you're
a
not
doctor
happy.
and you're not enjoying the job that you're
100%.
doing,
What's the point?
like
Like somebody I know,
Like,
like
just you just have to remember that at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be going to that job. No
You're
one
the
else.
one.
every
You know
single
what I
day.
No one else. It's you.
Like
And when you're crying,
I'm not saying like
there's no one else there.
if you have a job, say I want to be a journalist.
Mm.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be hooray 24/7,
Of course not.
but at least know that yes,
It's your
this
passion.
is what I like to do.
Yeah.
So at least like
You wake
you
up,
would there'll
find
be
it-
times
find
when
the
you're like,
force.
oh yes, I'm ready to go, and
Yeah.
then there's times when you feel like, oh,
But
yeah.
even
But
that-
not every day waking up, hey, I'm going back to the hospital. Like
I can
no.
relate.
Yay again.
No, but I feel like with me, it's where I'm at. I'm not super happy. I'm just gonna change and hopefully get somewhere else that I'm happy.
No, but
I don't mind the job. Is
you don't mind the
just
job, it's just the
The
where I'm
place.
at
I
now.
feel like with me, I just
don't like the job.
yeah. I feel like if, when I think back to life, I've always been a creative person, like,
Yeah.
but everyone around me's always been like, no. So I forced myself to become
Honestly,
educational.
when you
like,
said to me you want to be a nurse,
like I've
You were
always
like,
when she was like saying, oh yeah, I applied for nursing, I thought,
like always like even in like school.
where's that one coming
in
from?
school,
I never
like,
heard this before.
I used to do like
Yeah, what?
I used to do like art and stuff, and I wanted to do it as a GCSE. Everybody was like, "No, what are you gonna do with art?" And then I wanted to do performing arts, and everyone was like, "What are you gonna do performing arts?" I wanted to be an actor, and everyone crushed my dream basically.
It's dry. I mean,
Oh,
Automatically.
it stopped.
Continue with crush my dreams. Ish.
What I do?
have you pressed it?
You've taken a picture basically.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay. I thought.
Everyone was like,
It was a what happened? Oh, this 128 gigabyte.
but anyway, as I was saying, I just feel like I've always been a creative person, and I feel like that's what I'm meant to do, but everybody just always crushed my dreams. Like, when it comes to stuff like party planning or like decorating and like drawing, painting, that is me. Like, I can do it like to a top level. But everybody was just always like, oh no, you can't do stuff like that. What are you going to do with stuff like that? So then I thought, okay then, what's the next option? And I thought, okay, I like kids. Like, I really like kids and stuff. I wanted to be like a children's party planner basically and stuff. And I thought, I like kids. And I thought, okay, I'm not doing teaching because, hey, shit.
With your patience as well, no.
I'm not patient to be a teacher. And then I was just researching and I realised, okay, nursing, you can be a children's nurse. And I thought, okay, so there's a way for me, I can do something educational which will please everyone and I can still work with kids. So that's the route I took. Whereas now that I've got my degree and I've done the job, I still realise that I need to take that creative route and that this was not the route for me.
I feel like sometimes like
I don't
parents and like siblings or like people that try to advise you about your career path, they don't realise that they're crushing your dream. They feel like they're trying to, for example, like my sister, she was like, when I was applying and I was like, yeah, I want to do journalism, she was like, yeah, but you know, like there's, what's it, this kind of, what's therapy, something, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and she's like, oh, it's good pay, and I was like, and I was looking into it and I thought,
let's just be honest.
It's a thing where you finish and you have a job in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like nursing as well, isn't it? So it's like, I was like, yeah, it's a good idea, but I thought, I'm not a type of person that would just be going robbing people. I'm not a people person, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that. So I was just like...
Are you good at talking?
I'm good at talking.
And reporting, yeah.
So it's like... I was like, But I don't realise that they're trying to find like an option that is like, good educational and you find a job inside and you're like, do you know what I mean? Like they're trying to steer you into that way where you finish uni and you get a job, not be loafing around at home. But at the same time, it's like, let the person just do what they are passionate about.
The reason why they do that most of the time is because they don't think of happiness.
No, they just think money.
Yes.
I don't blame them. Which is important, yes, but at the end of the day, if you're getting money and you're crying.
Yeah. One time, I actually sat my dad down when I asked him 2 questions. Actually, it was more of like a 1 question though, because I asked him, which one does he actually think of what I really want to do, right? My happiness. And you know what he told me? Have I ever asked him that what he's doing makes him happy? Do you get it? Because he wakes up every single morning, Monday to Saturday, going to work, unhappy, and then I want to be living on that bread that he's bringing from the unhappy job to think, okay, I want to be probably an actor.
Imagine.
Do you get it? So he's like, listen, I can't be suffering for this cause, which you're thinking of happiness. I'm not happy, so you go for something that is secured, that will get you the bag, right? So I know that at least I'm sacrificing my happiness for a bag. But I don't think of our happiness.
But like, sometimes I feel like people need to realise, like with these professions like acting and whatever, singing and dancing or whatever, it's hard to get into, like it's you have to hustle to get there.
100%.
But once you're in there, those people will make more than anyone, okay? Like that
Our
actor
don't know that.
will some of these people, like some